G'day and welcome back to the channel. We're now 7 hours into our lockdown. I think I'm handling it really well. I really do. 7 hours. 7 hours. But more seriously, yes, now I'm all equipped. I'm all equipped here. I'm not, nobody's able to leave their homes at the moment. We don't know how long the state of emergency has been declared, state of emergency, which I think basically means that the military can now go out and shoot you on sight if you're seen in the street instead of being at home in your house. Affiliate links to Kevlar jackets in the description of this video. But no, seriously, it's what can you do? So I'm lucky enough that yesterday before the lockdown occurred, I went out to the workshop and I brought back the Mobula 6, the Emax Tiny Hawk Freestyle, the Cine Queen 4K, and the Beetle Hom. So I'm well equipped with little quads to fly around the property and even go a bit further afield. Now last night, just before, this was, I don't know, maybe 5 o'clock in the evening, I got this footage, which was basically filmed taking off from my backyard, flying over the lake, which is starting to refill again. And also just looking out over the town. I only saw one person in this entire piece of footage, which was great. It means everyone's staying inside, doing the right thing, except for one clown walking in the park. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'll fly from home. I'm not sure how much range I'll get. I'll probably end up losing a quad or two, but that's the price you pay to keep the videos coming. And so I will try and get some aerial shots of the town. We'll just keep an eye on it and see how things are going. You know, as I don't have a Phantom, so I've got to stay within range or it'll just fall out of the sky and land on someone's roof. Not a good look. And the rules, the regulations say I'm not supposed to fly over other people's property. So I won't. I'll be very careful. I'll fly just down the, I don't know. Anyway, who cares? Who cares? Honestly, really, who cares? I will fly with, I'll be safe. I'll be safe. I'll be making sure that I do things safely. And if my quad falls out of the sky and lands in someone's backyard, well, it's theirs, because under the terms of the lockdown, I can't go into other people's properties. I can't leave my own property. So it's, as I say, it's a risk I will take to try and get some somewhat interesting footage. Hopefully, who knows. I should have a Phantom 4 or a Mavic at times like this, and then it would come back home if it flew out of range. Because one thing I have to be very careful of is that I imagine most houses have Wi-Fi and most of them are going full bore at the moment, flat tack, maximum noise. There'll be a lot of Wi-Fi noise out there because people are streaming to their phones and their tablets and all sorts of things. So I will be a little cautious in terms of how far I go for that very reason. I should have brought the Crossfire system back. Damn, didn't think of that. Never mind. Too late now. Now there are some things some upsides. Now remember, I've got the Panasonic camera. Now I haven't bought that camera because there's no stock. So they sent me a demo camera. That's the Panasonic HCX 1500. And because we're in lockdown, I've got it for another 4 weeks. Yes, so I'll be able to do lots more playing around with that, albeit just filming the walls and the ceiling and the cat. So, but I will be doing the full review of that camera while I'm locked down, which, okay, gives me something to do. And I have been going through that archival footage. Man, there is so much. But you know, because to catch all the good bits, I've really got to watch it in real time. And they're basically a years of footage all accumulated. So it's taking a lot longer than I thought it would to actually find good bits of video, because I can't just skip through it, or I miss the really good bits, because a lot of it is just the quipping backwards and forwards, and it might be a little crash and it's only a few seconds out of a whole day's flying. So yeah, it is taking a bit longer, but hey, what else have I got to do? So I'll be doing that. Now I don't have a whiteboard here, so I can't do any whiteboard videos. I may try it with pen and paper, but I don't even know if I've got any decent felt markers that I can use to write on paper. So I may have to use some electronic means to do some graphical representations and do a few educational videos. I have got the almost finished reviews on the RC Model Reviews reel, which I will be trotting out in the next few days. And yeah, I think that's probably about it for now. Not a lot of other stuff to say, except it's been 7 hours and I'm already going stir crazy. But as I say, if you'd watched all the reviews on RC Model Reviews, you'd also have all these machines and you'd be sitting at home with plenty of things to fly. If you didn't watch the reviews and you didn't buy that stuff, well, I can't help you, I'm afraid, except by providing you with some video stuff. And ads, forget ads on YouTube. I'm not even going to monetize this video. I'm not even going to monetize it because everything's getting the yellow dollar. I mean, you don't even have to talk about the elephant in the room. You only have to be talking about the effects of it. And you're demonetized. And besides which, I read a report today that said from a media company saying that all their advertising is dried up. No one's placing any ads through the media marketing agencies. So there's no money. There's no money in YouTube at the moment. So we'll just, as I said in my previous video, I'm going to try and just simply use this time to build a bigger audience. How do I do that? I've no idea. No idea on earth. But we'll see what happens. Oh yes, and I do have mud quad. Mud quad is here. I thought I'd take the time to chip the mud off it and maybe I'll get a fly out of that. We'll see what happens. Anyway, yeah, so to the commenty bit, keep us informed as to how your lockdown's going, if you've got a lockdown in your country. And ours is probably more stringent than most because we are allowed out to exercise briefly, but the police have said if they see you driving on the roads, they'll follow you to make sure you're doing something that is actually essential. So it's pretty clear that I'm not going to be driving to the airfield. I may be able to walk to the airfield, I don't know. And I mean, I don't mind a walk, but it just seems that why can't you drive in your little insular bubble, but you can walk outdoors where you're not insulated from the disease? I don't know. Smarter minds than mine have made these rules and they must know what they're doing. Or they wouldn't be politicians, would they? Anyway, thanks for watching. Next video for sure will be some archival flight footage or a review on RC model reviews. I'm getting there. I've nearly got one video finished from the archives and I'll just trot those out. But I will do a daily update like this just to keep you informed with what's going on. And I'll give you some aerials of the area around where I am so you can see what it's like here in New Zealand as we are under one of those stringent lockdowns in the world, with the military out there with their sniper rifles picking off old ladies bringing their groceries home. Well, no, they're not really, but it is a state of emergency, not just a lockdown but a state of emergency. Here we go. Right, back to the edit desk for me.